What if I told you that your chronic illness, the one you've been fighting for years, was something that your soul chose for you before you were born? I know it sounds a little harsh, maybe even cruel, but stay with me because I'm about to share what will completely change how you see your pain. And more importantly, how it will change how you can heal. If you're new here, I'm Sarah. I'm a medical intuitive, and I've been reading souls and energy for thousands of people. And the one question that I get asked most often is this: why me? Why do I have to suffer like this? And I get it. I've actually been there myself. I spent years of my life wondering that same thing, wondering what did I do wrong? Wondering why my body wouldn't cooperate no matter what I tried. I have sat across thousands of clients who have asked me that same question through tears, through exhaustion, through the kind of pain that makes anyone question how this whole thing works. And what I've learned, both from my own journey and reading thousands of souls, is this: your soul chose this, not to punish you, not because you're a good person and not because your body is broken, because your soul wanted to master something absolutely profound, something it couldn't learn any other way. And once I understood that, once my clients understood that, everything about healing changes. So today I want to share this truth with you. Because if you're carrying chronic illness, chronic pain, symptoms that perplexes you and maybe nobody else can explain, then your soul might be trying to teach you something as well. Here's what ancient spiritual wisdom teaches, and what I have confirmed in thousands of soul readings. Before you were born, your soul looked at this lifetime and said, I want to master this. I want to heal this. And I want to evolve beyond this. So your soul chose specific lessons. We call them soul corrections. They are the emotional and spiritual patterns that your soul came here to work through. Things like unworthiness, control, abandonment, fear, guilt, resentment, jealousy. And here's the part that's a little bit hard to hear. The soul knew that to master these lessons, you would need to fully experience them deeply, physically, emotionally, because you can't learn the depth of surrender without first experiencing the pain of needing control and realizing you have absolutely none. You can't learn worthiness without first feeling the ache of believing that you're insufficient in some way. You can't really learn trust without first living through gripping fear. Your soul didn't choose suffering for suffering's sake. No, it did choose difficulty because difficulty is what wakes us up. It's what gets our attention. And ultimately, it's what brings transformation. There's an ancient teaching that I come back to again and again. So imagine a master sculptor standing in front of a block of raw marble. Some marble is soft, some is very dense, and some is very fragile. And when you think of carving marble, you often think, well, the softer marble makes more sense. But the sculptor didn't choose the softest marble for the masterpiece for ease. It chose the marble that could withstand the chisel. The marble that has the density, the structure, the integrity to be shaped into something absolutely extraordinary. Your soul is that marble. And before you were born, you looked at this lifetime, the family you would be born into, the body that you would inhabit, the challenges that you would face. And you said, yes, I can withstand this. I am strong enough and I can be carved by this. This is all for my benefit. And on the other side, I will be a masterpiece. Your chronic illness, your pain, your financial issues, your relationship issues, that's just the chisel. And I know it hurts. God, I know it hurts. But you were given this because you can take it. Not because you were weak, you can take it. We are given this because your soul knew that you were strong enough to handle this ultimately. Let me tell you about a client that I recently had. This beautiful soul came to me so absolutely exhausted. She had been dealing with severe autoimmune issues for well over a decade. Her body was attacking itself, as most autoimmune conditions do. She tried everything. She tried the medications, the protocols, the different healers, the supplements, the diets. Nothing stuck. She was so defeated and so angry, angry at her body, angry at God, angry at her life. And she kept asking me, why me? Why do I deserve this? I've been an honest, good person my whole life. So I tuned into her soul, and here's what I saw. One of her soul corrections was unworthiness. Her whole life, she had believed at a core level that she was not enough, not pretty enough, not fit enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. Now, as a child and teen, she was really heavy into track and field, and her story was she always came in second and third. Through her life, she gave to everyone but herself. She said sorry to things that were not ever her fault. She tiptoed around her own words just to keep people comfortable around her. And her body, well, that was mirroring that rejection. Her immune system was literally attacking her own cells because at a soul level, she didn't believe she deserved to fully heal. When I shared this with her, she broke down and she said that she had felt this her whole life. She just didn't know it even had a name. And then I told her what I'm telling you now, that your soul didn't give this illness to punish you in any regard. Your soul gave this to wake you up, to push you to finally see this pattern, to see where you are dimming your light and where you can stand boldly in your light, to push you into learning the lessons that you came here to master, and that you are inherently worthy, no matter what. Just by breathing, just by being, you are worthy. The first place medals, the high paying salary, the fit body, the big friend circle, the relationship, none of those make you worthy. None. And every single time she felt these patterns show up, this is what I had her do. Pause. Notice the pattern. Notice the feeling. Notice how it's showing up in your body. This right here is your lesson every time you are triggered. Because pausing every time, at every trigger when every trigger comes up, is breaking through the most important assignment that you have ever been handed. And when you pause and notice a hardwired pattern, you create a pattern interrupt. Now, neuroscience shows the moment of awareness is what activates neuroplasticity, which is basically your brain forming new neural pathways. In essence, the brain's ability to rewire itself. And when your brain can break these old patterns, then your soul can step up and come into the version of you that you've been waiting for your whole life, or your soul's been waiting for its whole life. And that's when your soulmate comes in. That's when the promotion at work comes in. That's when you attract higher paying clients. Not because you put it on a vision board, because you broke these patterns. You're listening to your soul's calling and you're no longer staying small and dimming your light. Your symptoms are not at all what they used to be. That's another one. When you're not falling into these same patterns, this is what happens. So when my client was able to see this clearly, she It was miraculous. She stopped fighting her body. She stopped seeing her body as the enemy. And slowly, not overnight, but consistently, her body began to respond. Her immune markers dropped, her energy returned, her inflammation calmed, her pain left. Not because she found a magic protocol, not because she finally found the best diet, but because she finally understood her body was not attacking her. It was delivering her lesson. Her soul came here to master. And once she started learning and embodying it, well, her soul didn't need to scream to her anymore. So, why does this matter? Because when you understand that your soul chose this and that it's not a punishment, it's not bad luck, you're not doing anything wrong or all of it wrong, you're not proof that you're broken or your body's broken, then everything changes. I have seen this more times than I can count. And in those moments, you stop fighting. Because when you know this is a lesson that was brought to you, for your benefit, your greatest benefit, you stop fighting. You stop asking, why me? The bitterness leaves. And you start asking, why me? With curiosity, with openness, with the understanding that there is wisdom behind your pain, buried in your pain. Now, most people heal like this. My body is breaking down. I need to fix it. I need to find the right doctor, the right specialist, the right supplement, the right protocol. And they chase and they chase and they chase. And so many beautiful, well-meaning clients that I have worked with have said they have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on supplements and healing to only be at the same place. But healing at the soul level looks different. It asks, what is my soul saying to master this pain? What lessons keep showing up? What am I being asked of to break? And when you start asking these beautiful, important questions, you stop fighting and you start listening, because your body is sending you sensations and signals all day long. Your body doesn't have a voice. It has sensations, symptoms, signals. So your body responds when you speak to it like this, not because you did the perfect protocol or the perfect supplement, but because you finally aligned with what your soul came here to do. So I want to say this very clearly, that if you are still sick and you are still struggling and nothing is working yet, don't get discouraged. You're not necessarily doing anything wrong. Your soul is still teaching you. And the moment you're ready to truly learn the lesson, not just intellectually, but in your bones, in your body, in your choices, that is when healing lands. Not before, not on your ego's timeline, on your soul's timeline. And your soul, well, it's patient, it's wise, and it knows exactly where you are already. So here's what I want you to take from this. Your pain is not random. A lot of people think it's random. It's not random. You're not making it up. It's real. Your illness is also not a mistake. It's designed for you. Your soul chose this as your curriculum. And you are strong enough to go through it and master it. I promise you, because you're still here. And that's why I know that. The question is, what am I here to learn? And am I finally ready to learn it? Because once you shift from fighting to learning, from resisting to receiving, everything changes. Your body softens, your healing accelerates, and you stop feeling like a victim of your illness and start feeling like the alchemist of your own life. All right. So if this resonates with you, And if you're ready to really understand what your soul correction is, what your body is expressing, and what lessons that you're being here or you're being asked to master here in this life, then I've created something for you. It's called Heal Within, the hidden reasons behind your body and what's keeps it breaking down. It's a 2-hour self-study masterclass where I teach you the 13 core soul corrections and how to identify which one is yours, how your symptoms are spiritual coding. They're literally messages from your soul. Why traditional healing methods that haven't worked for you, it's because they're actually missing the soul level, which is, I believe, absolutely foundational, and exactly what you need to do for healing to finally land. This is not a protocol I'm giving you, and I'm not telling you to go out and buy any supplements with this. This is about understanding the system behind your suffering. So the link is in the description below. I released this 2 weeks ago, this masterclass, and I have had countless comments, emails, people reaching out saying that it has absolutely been life-changing for them. So if you're on the edge, just wondering what you're going to do next with your health, just not knowing where to go, start with soul work. It's like I said, the foundational level of truly understanding what your body is speaking to you. And if you're someone who has been thinking, well, I don't want to just understand this, I want to live it, I want support, and I want to, do this around other people who are going through this, then RISE is my 6-week group mentorship program where we don't just talk about this. It's not lecture mode. We go deep into soul corrections and we work them together. This is really about full embodiment. So in RISE, you will get weekly live calls with me where I guide you through quantum energy clearings and intuitive soul work. You're also in a community of others who are also learning their soul language and very supportive. Tools and practices that integrate the lessons that your body is teaching you. There's also a place that you can, ask me questions. The only other time that you can do that is in my one-to-ones. And you can do this in this space as well. You get direct support to navigate this journey, which can be sometimes very complex and very confusing for so many people navigating their healing journey. Because doing this healing work, I think, in a community is a higher state of consciousness, and it does accelerate the process. And when we're with groups of people in this container, in this space of high consciousness, transformation just speeds up rapidly. So if you're ready, the link is in the description. You can also visit my website. It's www.healwithsarah.com. And you get all the information there. So your soul chose this pain because it believed in you. And you knew that you were strong enough to handle it, capable enough to be carved by something absolutely extraordinary. And you are. You are not breaking. You are becoming. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for not giving up on yourself. And please drop a comment below and let me know, what do you think your soul is trying to teach you? What are some of your soul corrections that really hit hard when you hear them? I read every comment and I truly commend each one of you for diving in and doing the deeper work. And I'll see you on the next video.